Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. So you join me on Fields of Tyrone multiplayer server. So we've got Woody Farms and Reese already in the server. We are all going to be starting this maize now. And we're going to start putting it in the pits where the black JCB is right in front of me. And we'll be getting that loaded up. So Woody's in the chopper. I'm on carting. I think Reese is just loading up some silage. We've been selling it just before we've started, just bringing in some extra pennies. So he'll probably come and join us in a minute. As you can see, he's over there now. But yeah, let's get cracking. So as soon as Woody's ready, we will we'll get going. Right, and here we go. We will get on with this maize. So hopefully it's a nice yield. This is all fertilised, so it should be a fairly nice crop. Hi everybody, how's everyone doing? Archie, if it's not, what's it saying not letting you join? Is it, do you need to download the mods or? Yeah, you'll be more than fine to cart. Come and join in. We definitely need carters.
Can I use this John Deere 6630?
Archie, you need to change your search thing on the side of it. You've got the one select about the mod. You haven't got the mod for this server, so you just need to deselect that, find my server, and download the mods. Right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to swap this trailer, because this trailer is the 200,000 litre ones, and they are a bit of a menace because they get heavy and the tractor starts to struggle. So, plus these gate entrances are hella tight, so you can just about get through them. But yeah, I'm going to get this first load tipped, and then we will then we'll jump on one of the other trailers, and then we'll get it. Oh, I think we're going to have to go through the hedge. But yeah, we'll jump on one of the other trailers. It'll be easier for us, and then at least it's not 200,000 litre in one trailer. Yeah, the 103, mate. It's not in the next two episodes, but it is in the third one. So you should see it appearing probably in a few days. If you search for Fields of Tyrone maps and make sure that everything's switched off, so like crossplay on, make sure that you can search for ones with passwords as well, it should come up as Balarkey Farms on the top of the list. Yeah, I think there is one fence sat in the yard up there for whoever wants it. We've got fence, John Deere's, New Hollands. I'm on the fast track. I think there's a Massey. And I can't remember. I think there's a Vulture as well, because I can just see it there. And I'm sure there might even be a case. password for the farm is on the screen. It's just Belarke, all lowercase. Just flicking into the John Deere just because we're so close to the this field being done. I'm going to jump in this beautiful John Deere and I will finish off this field with Woody, and then I'll take the fast track to be tipped.
Don't use the trailers without the pickups because the capacity on them is really unrealistic.
And there we are, there's the first field sorted. So I'm going to jump back in my fast track and get it moved out of the way. Oh, steam power's now here. So I think Woody's going to nip to the next farm, which is behind the older pit just there. And I'm going to go get this tipped so into the pit where Reese is waiting for us so we can get it all levelled off. So yeah, look at the pit. She's filling up nicely. Reese is doing a good job of keeping on top of that pit, so it's looking good. Me and Steam are now carting back and forth for Woody, and we should get these maize fields cleared up fairly quickly. So we're going to go join the queue, so hopefully Woody can keep up with us. Now there's two of us carting, and then if other people join they can jump on another, either a forage wagon or can jump on one of the forage wagons that's picking up the grass in the fields. That's not a problem, HW Agri, it's nice to see you here anyway. Right, that's another load for me. So let's go see how Reese is getting on down in the pit. And hopefully we can get him even more tipped in there. So he should be having a busy day. Now there's two of us carting back and forth. Woody is on the harvester. Not doing too bad of a job. Getting there. So let's have a look at how Reese is getting on down here. The pit's starting to look quite full. He's doing a good job keeping it pushed up to the back. And we can keep tipping in there. Nice easy operation here. We'll get back down here. Oh, let's not clip the old silo. Let's try that again. But yeah, I'm going to try and back up there a bit just to help Reese out so he's not having to push it for miles and miles and miles. And we'll get unloaded up here. So there we are. Get our next load tipped. And then we'll go back and then unload Woody when he's ready. So there we are tipped. So let's head back to the field now. So any of you watching, if you want to join, the server's name is Balarke Farms and the password is Balarke, all lowercase. Feel free to come and join. There's a few mods. You've just got to, in your search, set it up so that basically you can find me. So I tend to find the easiest way is search for Fields of Tyrone and then put in Balarke Farms. Make sure you've got mods on, crossplay on, and then it should find the server for you and then you can come and join in. Yeah, Archie, when you search for it, it should be there. But what you've got to make sure you do is, obviously I've got different mods onto you, so you've got to have that setting selected, crossplay on, and that you're looking for servers with passwords. I haven't got the picture to show you what you need to have your search settings set at. But as long as you've got those parameters in, it should come up. Because we have got, I don't know what you're playing on, but PCs are finding it, and I think PlayStation 5s are finding it. I'm not sure about Xboxes, because I don't think we've got anyone on who's on an Xbox at the moment. I'm just having a look, Archie. I think I might have took a picture of it once before, so I'm just trying to see if I can find the picture so you can see what parameters you need. So everyone, rate Woody's driving. How do you think he's getting on in there? I think he's doing quite a good job, to be fair. Not missing too many corners at all. And that's me full with the next load. So we'll get headed back over to Reese and we can check on progress down at the pit. While Woody and Steam Power finish this field, and then I'm sure we'll be moving on into the next one. So let's try and make this gate this time. Hopefully we get a better angle at it. Right, so we're back at the pit. It's a shame I can't get rid of this hedge, really, because it would be nice if we could get rid of that hedge and just make a nice big open area for backing into it. But it doesn't... Well, there is a mod on PC, but I can't transfer that over to consoles where I could have hid the hedge, but... Yeah, let's get tipped in here. As you can see, it's filling up nicely. Really, really nice, clean pit, that. You can't knock that for a pit. And there's the man himself in the JCB doing a good job. So yeah, that's that one tipped. So let's head back over to Woody and Steam Power. And then see if they've moved into the next field. So here we are, front of the queue again. So we're getting filled up from Woody. And we will see what the yield off this field is like. So some of these gateways in this map are quite tight. I think I've just seen the gateway to this field, which is down that bottom corner we've just passed. So I think I'll give it a go once I'm full, and we'll see how we do. So far tonight we've already got snagged up on that gateway to the left. So let's see what the other gateway's like, and hopefully we get through with a bit more finesse. Right, I'm full, so I'm going to go tip this load now, and then I'm going to take over by selling some of the silage we got from last time, and we're going to start loading some of that up and getting it to the sell point. So I think this is the correct way out of this field, so let's see if we can be more successful and get out of here without too many incidences. But I don't know where we are, so we'll have a drive around and see if we can find the pits this way. Yeah, if you want to jump in the Vulture, mate, you jump in the Vulture. That's no problem at all. So I'm just checking where I am. So I'm going the opposite way to what I want it to be going, because I want to be over it. But it looks like if we join this road, we can take the long way around. So yeah, getting into that field's a bit interesting if you do the proper course. So I'll head down there and we'll get back to the pit and we'll get this load tipped for Reese. it is fairly foggy down in the village, so we are taking a bit of a scenic route. Thought I'd show you guys the map by accident. But yeah, I think if we turn right here, we should be back on our merry way. But we will double check in a second and see where we're going. So we are heading the right way. We have just took a scenic route. I thought I'd show you the whole map as we're driving around. Good job we've got 2 more carters, because I'd have been fired by now for my scenic route wasting diesel like this. But yeah, the map's actually a really nice map on here. Just a shame that some of the gateways are a bit tight. You wouldn't want big equipment on this map, but then again, I think in real life you'd have took the hedge out, extended the entrances a bit. It wouldn't be much of a problem really. So I think, ooh. Now I did not see that car there, Ford Fog. So yeah, that was a bit of a, sorry. And we will exchange insurance details if we don't drive off quickly. But yeah, no, it is a nice map to be fair. And as you can see, the roads are quite nice to drive around. It's quite a relaxing, peaceful map to be on. Right, so we've finally arrived. Let's get this load tipped. While then, Steam Power and Archie are now with Woody, I'm going to sell some different load. I'm going to sell different load. I'm going to sell the silage while I'm here. So I'm going to go load a trailer up, and then we'll get it sold, and we can bring that bank account up a bit more. There we go. We'll just get this all tipped out. And there's Reese doing a nice little dance in their wheel loader. But there we are, all unloaded. Right, as you can see, one trailer is already full, ready for selling, so we've got the other Bailey. Now, the Fendt is sat there, and I think it's a big horsepower Fendt, so I don't know if it's cheap. But both Bailey trailers together if I can, and we'll try and take both up to the sell point in one. Now, that will be interesting, because, like we've discussed, this map is fairly tight. Oh, and apparently that's dropped his bucket. But yeah, this map is fairly tight, so it could be an interesting watch for you all. Oh. Let's get this one started. Let's get this first trailer put on to the Fendt then. And then we can get the other trailer moved as well. So yeah, this one's fully full. There we go. Double trailer. So let's get that back trailer all filled up. And then we should have an interesting run up to the sell point. I wonder how it will go. Probably really badly, but at least it'll be entertaining for you guys. As long as we can get this back on. It seems to have fell off when I changed vehicle. Come on. Flip back over. Let's flip back over, but I'm stuck in it now. Right, let me get this unstuck and then we can crack on getting the trailers filled up. Right. So let's take a vote. How long do you think it's going to be before we get massively stuck on one of these gates? So I'm dual trailering it. I thought let's give it a go. It's probably a very silly thing to give a go, but I'm interested to see how it's going. The Fenton will pull it. Question is, have we got the skill and the talent to get dual trailers through the gates? But to be fair, we also need to check where we're selling it to. So if we have a look on the price list, should be able to nip down to Silage. Where's the best place? We've got a 370. So let's go there. Why not? So where's the marker? So oh, it's not far then. So let's see if we can get through the gate with dual trailers on. So take your bets and let me know what you think. And by gosh, we did it first try. Can't believe that. I can't do it with a single trailer. But apparently, give me 2 trailers, I can get in there, no problem. Right, let's make our way to this sell point and see how tight it is in there. So it's just down here. Just at the back of there, so should look always forward while you're driving. And let's see if we can get some of this tipped and see how much money we can make. There's not too much left in that old pit either, so we've nearly broke the back of it now. We've nearly sold the majority of all of the first load of silage we've done. Let's see if we can get that one around. Yep. Around the back of this one. This could be a bit more interesting. Speed and power, it just never fails you. And this is the sell point here. So I think what I'll do is I'll drop the rear trailer. I'll tip the first trailer. then we'll pick up the rear trailer, we'll tip that, and then we'll head back to the yard, because there's no way I'm reversing 2 trailers down there. Let's be honest. Right, let's find out what one 32,000 litre trailer makes us. So it is at its pretty much its best time as well. So this is as much as you'd ever really get for silage, unless, you know, a couple of pound difference. So let's find out. Scores on the doors, £12,000. So, to be fair, it doesn't really seem that worth it, does it? When you think about the fact we've got, if we were farming this now, we've got Woody on the chopper all day, so we're paying his wages. That's 150 quid a day. A lot more nowadays. Then we've got Reese on the pit, so you can imagine that's another day rate, and we've got diesel for both of these vehicles. And then we've also got 3 carters, so, well, 2 excluding me, so if we're paying us all, we've got diesel in this, all the equipment costs, it soon adds up. So you really only do silage for cows, really, because I think that's the best way of using it. But yeah, let's get another one sold, top up that bank account, and head back. So another £12,000. But yeah, Reese, we will be jumping on the grass as soon as we finish the maize. Oh, I've just spun that trailer around. But yeah, I'll head back now. We'll probably put another load in, and then if we're doing grass, we will all do it together. Right, I think that's the last bit of maize they're just doing now. Literally on the last little thimble of it. So then we'll all jump on to picking up the grass. So the workers have been hard at work overnight. They've cut some nice swaths of grass for us. So we will get that picked up straight after. There we go, right. I'm going to do a quick loop in the field, and then we should be facing the right way to get these trailers back to the original pit. And there's Woody Farms parking up that harvester. And there's Archie coming through. So I think Woody's going to jump into the forage pickup wagon now. Start picking up some grass for us. I'm going to load these up. And then if Woody shouts that needs more people carting, I'll jump back carting. If not, I think this time we'll try and back both of these trailers down that tight little alleyway. Can't promise it's going to be very successful, but it should be entertaining for you guys. So yeah, let me get these filled up, and then we'll see how entertaining it is for you guys. So there we are, another dual trailer all loaded up. So I'll jump back in the fence and we'll see if we can't get it down to the sell point.
Why are you tipping in that pit? There's not going to be enough space for like another couple trailer loads. And then there's going to be stuff coming out of it.
Right, so here goes nothing. I'm going to try and back these two trailers into there. Do we think we'll get it first time? No. Do we think we'll get it third time? No. Let's see how we can do it.
I'm just gonna go get one of the pickup trailers, seeing as there's not many others. Put the forage wagon away.
Yeah, so it's going exactly how I thought it would. But let's see if we can get it bashed in here. To be fair, it's fairly tight anyway. If that hedge was a collision, we would be screwed anyway. But we nearly made it now. Let's straighten it up. Let's get that first trailer tipped. And then let's get that second trailer tipped. So there we are, first trailer being tipped. And we can hopefully got enough room to back it all the way down there and tip the next one. And then from there we'll try and get out in a wanna. Right, let's see if I can get out of here in a wanna. So we might have to just go through the edge because there's no way we're making that corner. But there we go. Dual trailers backed in there. To be fair, I don't know if it is slightly faster because Tom took all the airlines off, dropped all the hitches, put all the things on. Yeah, not a bad idea really. So yeah, we're back. I wouldn't imagine there's many more runs. So what was your guesses of how long it was going to take me to get that back in there? On the return journey, I think we should be able to do it twice as fast. Hopefully anyway. Right, let's get loaded up for the next load. I don't know if this will be the last load because the pit is getting quite empty now. But we'll soon see. So let's get filled up and find out where we're at. Right, that's our rig all filled up again, so I'll have another run to the sell point and hopefully we can back her in fast this time and we can get it sold quick. Right, trailer 1 tipping. So we should be making a few more bob. I think the next load will be the last load out of that pit. There's definitely not another one after it, I can guarantee by how much left. But yeah, we'll get this tipped and I'll go collect the next load. And then hopefully we'll get them tipped. And we should just be there. Right, let's head back to that yard and get that last load in there, hopefully. And then we might be able to go on a forage wagon afterwards and go and help the team fill those pits and keep Reese busy.
or we can just both do the pit.
Just wanted you to move out the pit, Archie, so Woody could get into tip his load. Right, that is this pit emptied. So yeah, that was 1,000,000 litres in there at one stage, and we've now got it all emptied. So we will we'll get that last load taken up to the sell point now. So just coming to check on how they're getting on down at the pits. So it's looking really good. Reese is in here again at the moment, doing a good job pushing up. So there you go. There's Reese. He's not dancing for us this time. There you go. Pit's looking nice. And there's Archie compacting it as Reese is pushing it all over. Right, let me jump back in my fence. Let's get this last load over, and then we can give them an hand.
Actually, do you want to go in the other pit just to make that so we can put the sheet over it?
Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Right, first trailer's empty. Now on to the next one. Yeah, I'm good, Jonathan. Are you? Do you play Farming Simulator, or is it? Do you like watching it, or? Right, so I've just jumped in the John Deere. I'm going to start mowing the grass to keep up because I think everyone's managed to do all the other ones. So I'm going to jump into, I think this is a bit of wasteland, so don't think we own this particular bit, but we're going to jump into field 139 and 140. I might even start with 140 because it's a nice big field. And then someone can start picking up behind me. So get the gates all open. And then we'll get in here and we'll start mowing the grass. So we've took the John Deere out for a spin today. And we've got the 7R going. And let's see how she performs. This is a 350 7R. So here we are mowing in the nice John Deere 7R. The 350 horsepower, she's probably a bit overkill to run some mowers, but tell you what, she's not struggling up the hill or down it. So I'm going to buzz through this, and then I think I've got a train of people following me now. Yep, picking up what I'm laying down. So we'll try and be as fast as possible, and then eventually I should be well ahead of them and they'll have loads of grass to get picking up to take to our pits. Thank you, GM Agri. How's the wedding going? You having fun? Just shame you're not here. Are you joining on DS Agri's tomorrow night? I'm hoping to be there too. Yeah, no, we can load up the French map next week if you want to see the return of that. I quite enjoyed that one. We've got some more potatoes to do on there, and we've definitely got some more harvesting to do on it. So yeah, we can definitely join that one again next week,
Could
Reece.
I bring out one of the choppers? Cheers.
So I think Woody's going to go unload and then jump onto with Steam there, and they're going to load up with the chopper. So I should nearly soon have this field cut. Don't know where Archie's gone. He's sort of abandoned his tractor in the field, but if need be, I can jump on it once I've got this done and then follow Steam up. So not much left of this field to cut. And if we get this one cut, I'll jump on the next one if Woody and Steam are on track picking up. So if we look to our right, we can see Steam and Woody picking up grass with the chopper. Shame I ain't got the zoom function, but you should be able to see it in the distance there. See, they should be picking that up fairly quick now. I'm nearly at the end of this field, just doing these tight little bits. So I've just put the beacons on the John Deere, and they're those low style ones, so they're a bit weird really. As you can see, they're only like low profile things. They're not as bright as, say, the Fast Track's lighting bar, so I'm not sure on them beacons. They work, they're just not very bright. Right. So I think we're getting on quite well now. You can see they're picking up beautifully. Nice little bit of teamwork over there going on. We might need to commandeer Archie in a minute off the pit to come and fill another trailer so steam power's not sat around for too long. It would make things flow a bit easier. Archie, do you want to go to Steam and let Steam fill you up? Right, so I'm into field number 2. So that one's going quite swimmingly over there. As you can see, it's all getting picked up. I'll get field 138 now cut. And then we'll go in, well, I might even just float over to Reese in a minute and see how he's getting on down at the pit. See what we're looking like down there. No worries, Reese. I'll see you in 5.
Can we get someone else on one of the carts, please? I don't think so yet. Alright, cheers. Thank you.
I'm just going to set that on our worker to finish that field, and I am going to jump in this Massey Ferguson, and I am going to go and join Steam and go get loaded. Woody's stolen my favourite tractor, the old fast track. Poor Shane, but never mind. We're getting experience on all of the tractors, so we're now in the Massey. We've had to go on the John Deere. We've had to play in the fast track and the fence, so really it's only the New Holland we haven't had to play on today. And to be fair, I'm not a New Holland fan. I know that's upsetting to some people, but New Holland is not my cup of tea, really. Right, let's get filled up. Hello, RL Agri. How are you doing today?
If you do cruise control, it might work a little bit better. You might max my speed out. Old habits, eh? Yeah. Cheers for that one.
Let's ride over to Reese. Let's see how Reese is getting on down at the pit. So it should be a nice clean pit. I bet we're getting quite full on it. Soon might have to empty the other one to make some room. So here we are, we join Reese back down in the old pit. So let's get this tipped for him.
I'm in 1318 if you're coming up here.
Sorry about that. Turn back around.
I've just turned the worker off. For some reason he seems to have crashed into the fence, so I'll get set up again and hopefully I might be able to do a headland. Archie, you wouldn't mind jumping back in the Massey, would you, and helping Steam? I've just had to take over on grass cutting.
Sorry, that was a bit tight.
On you go, lad. Archie, you want to take over on Chopper? I've still got a bit more room.
Right, guys, I think once we got field 138 picked up, we'll be calling it a night. So I'm just going to take the John Deere back to the yard, and then I'm going to go and see how Reese is getting on in the pit. And then we can watch all the action as everyone's tipping and see it all coming in and going out. So let's get parked up, wait for them guys to get that field finished, and we can see it in real time being tipped. So let's go have a look at the pit and what's going on down here, and then we can wait for Archie to come and tip, and then we'll wait for Woody to come and tip. So there we are. I'll give you a front row seat.
Lovely. Could you move the JCB, the black one, please? Okay, so when you're in now. Yes, thank you.
So we're just watching Reese in action here, working on the pit. He's compacting it and moving it all so it's nicely filled in, as you can see, no gaps, just his tyre tracks. So he's working in a nice yellow wheel loader JCB. So we've got quite a few of these JCB ones. Quite like the JCB wheel loaders. I'm a big fan of the Julie one, to be honest with you. But there we go, you see. And look at him go. I think Woody's on his way down now to come and tip into here. And I believe Steam Power is over with Archie getting filled up. So we'll keep an eye on all progress and I'll show you every step of the way. So let's see how Woody backs into this pit and we can rate him out of 10. So I thought, while we've not got a job to do now, because there should be plenty of carters, but if they're struggling, we'll jump on it. We're going to get a pressure washer, and I'm going to get everything cleaned up. So look at me go, drag racing this pressure washer down the straight and narrow. But yeah, I'm going to wheel it into where the pits are. I'm going to wash all those vehicles and we'll start getting everything neatly put back in the yard. And then we'll keep on top of progress and see how everyone's getting on. Yeah, it works quite well on the back of the pickup truck, the old pressure washer.
Woodley, I might need it down there again on the field.
Why not? Oh. We've just finished.
Right, so I think they're all done in the field now. We're just getting, well, I'm just getting everything washed up, ready for the next time. We'll get everything parked up, and that will be the end of today's live. So I want to thank everyone who's been watching, everyone who's supporting, and everyone who's been commenting. So we love to see you all here on the channel, and thank you for joining us. So we're just going to get all cleaned up, and then I'll give you a quick tour of the pits, and we'll see how many litres we've brought in today. So pit number 1 over here, we've got over 1 million litres in it, and it's 5% fermented. And pit number 2, what we're working on now, we have 888,000 litres. So it's going really well. So as you can see, steam is now compacting the silo, and we've got Reese here, and he's filling in the gap. So I can see, I think the mass is just struggling ever so slightly to get up the hill, but Reese is building a nice bridge. So there you go, Reese is making a nice ramp for him so he can get it compacted. We are 96% compacted in this pit, so to be fair, it's not a million miles away. Now, if there was ever a picture of a nice silo pit, it's this one. By the fact we're struggling to get up it, but a Massey and a JCB in the pit at the same time. Looks beautiful. So this one is sheeted off as well. So they've managed to get it 100% compacted. And it's got 880,000 litres in there. So we've got 1,800,000. And then we've got the other pit at the far end as well, which has got just shy of 1,000,000 litres in it. So we have now got a lot of silage on this farm. We've nearly got 3 million litres of silage. It is going to be a mission to get it sold, but that is what we're here for. So there you go, there's the whole team. We've got Reese, Steam Power, Woody and Archie. So thanks to each and every one of you for helping out tonight. You've made it a breeze. It's been a really easy silage collection. So we're just going to get wrapped up here now, guys, but I'm going to say bye to you all on YouTube, and we're just going to get wrapped up. So thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and if you ring the bell, you'll get notifications of all our videos. And tomorrow night we will be joining another server with DS Agri. So that'll be something to look forward to, guys. So I'll probably see you all down there tomorrow at DS Agri's live. So bye bye for now.